Hi, this is Mick. There's me. Hello. Just want to do a little video about my most recent wedding, and it was a milestone for me because for the first time in about 8 years I didn't bring a Nikon camera to work with me. So basically what we had was my Fuji X-T1 and the Fuji X100s. So these were my two main cameras, and I've got to say, once I let go and forgot about my Nikon, I was in a good place. The only thing left with my Nikon at the moment, my D700, is my 70-200 telephoto. It was something that I really felt that I couldn't work without, maybe because I'd worked with it for so long, but what I ended up using was the X-T1 and the 56mm, which gave me enough reach. I think it's about equivalent to 84, but here you can see the Fuji is equipped with the 35mm, which I used quite a lot. Having only had the X100s for a couple of weeks, I forgot how much I enjoyed the 23mm perspective, so it was great to use. I originally came across Fuji when I bought the X100. That was my first experience with Fuji, and it was great. Working with this, I was surprised at how often I used it. I tried to stick with primes. The only time I used the 18-55 was with the X-T1 and for the family portraits, and the rest of the time it was the 35, it was the 56, and it was the 23. So what did I prove to myself? I proved to myself that with a little bit of retraining and breaking of old habits, that these two amazing little cameras just did the job, and overall they did the job really well. The only issues I experienced was in the church when the bride was walking down the aisle a little briskly. The X-T1 with the 35 struggled with a little bit of focus, so we missed a couple of shots, but that was about it. Then I switched from the 35 to the 56, and wow, shooting at 1.2 most of the time was really good. So those of you who've already got these cameras know how awesome they are, and for those of you who don't, yeah, these aren't SLRs, these are a mirrorless system. And it was an interesting thing. I was at a venue on the weekend for the wedding, and at a very busy park at a university. There probably was about 6 or 7 other weddings getting shot around me and my bridal party, and I have to say I was the only one with 2 tiny little cameras. Everyone else was lugging around big SLRs with all the big telephotos. Maybe a little while ago that would have been hard for me to work through, because the hardest thing about switching for me to a mirrorless is breaking that mindset that bigger is better. So yeah, so I didn't feel so bad. I felt a little bit unique, that I was, you know, I consider myself semi-pro, and here I was with these 2 little cameras. The X100s was a good conversational point with the bridal party. At one point I think the groomsman said, "Wow, is that a Leica?" But then, you know, we struck up a bit of conversation, and we had a little bit of chat about the gear. So as you can see, 2 lightweight cameras, really impressive image quality. I've got to say, the lens on the X100s shooting at f2 and even f2.2, wow, really nice and sharp. I think my memory of shooting at f2 with the X100 wasn't so impressive, but maybe it was just I was having a bad run that time, but certainly enjoyed the images. Both the cameras have the same same sensor inside them, so they're essentially like first cousins. But yeah, so that's me, and that's my little gear. No more back problems for this guy carrying around gear all day. So overall, yeah, my first wedding without my Nikon was excellent, and I just can't wait. I've got another wedding this weekend where I'll be doing a lot more coverage. The wedding I've just done was just a little short one, so it'll be good to see how I go all day and all night. But the only thing that I have to keep in mind is we need to keep lots of batteries on hand, because the cameras only last around about 300 shots, I think, for each camera, so I've got no shortage of batteries. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say. So I'm giving my little new team the thumbs up, and I can't wait to see what happens next week. Anyway, thanks for watching. Okay, bye.